everyone, welcome back to my channel Jesus TV, my return subscribers. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for always coming back to listen to my gist and for your wonderful opinions. I really appreciate you all. My new viewers, make yourselves comfortable. Welcome to Jesus TV, where we bring all the gists, yes, royal gist especially, and of course your opinions count. Don't forget to like, share my videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so somebody said that Olori Marian's son is sick, and God forbid, I don't know, but I mean, as a mother, let me just even say this one before I continue with the gist. I wouldn't wish this for anybody's child. Allegedly, that the son, her son, remember they said she has 2 children with her ex-husband. I don't know if she was married before, or if she had kids, or she has kids in her previous marriage. But you all know that there's nothing to hide. I mean, Olori Ronke she brought her kids to the palace to introduce to the king. Olori Ashley, I love that one. She doesn't hide her children from the king, like her daughter. Sorry, this is your stepdad, and the king loves the daughter so much, like his own daughter as well. Do you understand? So Olori Toby, they also said she has kids. They said she has 2 kids, Abby, from her previous marriage. We've not seen those kids. They are with their grandma. Olori Temitope, they said she has a baby in her previous marriage. In fact, according to the gist, they said she left her baby that was few months to go and marry the king. So a lot of people keep bashing her in some of the comments, allegedly keep bashing her in some of the comments, that you that left your baby to go and marry the king, to go and marry king, not like, you're not okay, you are a princess, why, a lot were said. You kukuma trust Olori Temitope, but she doesn't send anybody's uncle or auntie. That one, she's always on her move. She's always moving, like she's not holding on for anybody's nonsense. Anyways, that's it. Olori Elizabeth, nobody knows if she was married before, but obviously she never had a child. I don't know. So those are the ones that they mentioned. Of course, people keep saying, yes, so the king went to marry second-hand women, allegedly, blah, 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 blah. So the king himself, I'm sorry to say this, so he doesn't have kids. So why do people always make it look like men, like women, when they have children, they are not entitled to, when they are divorced or when they leave their previous marriage because of their mental health, they are not entitled to be happy again, to marry again, or to even give birth again? Like, okay, but that is not the gist. This is my own unsolicited opinion, like my own, like when I hear things like that, it turns me off, like I get irritated. So let's go back to the gist anyway. So they said her kids, she has a child, a son and a daughter in her previous marriage. So her son became ill. God forbid. I just pray it is not true, because nobody will pray for that on anybody's child. I wouldn't wish that on my own child, so why would I wish that on another person's child? I keep saying this: you don't like anybody does not mean that God will not bless the person. You don't like somebody does not mean that the person will die. No. God is the creator of the universe. Just say, oh, this person's character, I didn't like it, but you're not God. So allegedly, they said it was because Olori Marian moved into the Yeyeluwa's quarters. And mind you, you all know that Olori Marian is the first wife of the king now. Out of the 6 wives, she was the first person to be married. So she is the head queen. Yes. So then people were calling her Yeyeluwa. That is Queen Naomi's title. Yeyeluwa, mother of mother of God, Yeye Oluwa, mother of God, so yes. So they were calling her Yeye Oluwa, and of course, as the head queen, they thought she was going to take the title. She was in the quarters and all that. And mind you, they said allegedly before Queen Naomi left that quarters, something was there. I mean, something. They don't know, like a lot of things. Remember, they said a lot of things were coming after her because she was always praying. And, a lot of people that wanted her out of the palace, wanted her out of that place because she was always using her prayers to disturb them. So the things that was always coming to attack her in spiritual reign, physical reign, they were still there in that palace, mind you. So it was too much because of her prayers. Before she finally left, remember they said she was manipulated out of the palace. It was only her praying. Every other person is a spiritual person in that palace. You understand what I'm trying to say? Allegedly. So now, Olori Mariam that doesn't know what was going on, I mean, she just came, she's the head queen, and okay, she moved into the lower quarters as the head queen, allegedly. They said those things came for her. She's not a prayer type. They have prayer type. Queen is a prayer type, spiritual type. Uh, a born again Christian. So these things were happening to her. Remember, allegedly, they said she lost her first pregnancy. Olori Mariam lost her first pregnancy, yes, which we all saw when she went to the golf stuff opening in Lagos with the king. Of course, her baby bump was showing, and we were all happy for her. They said the pregnancy, she lost it in that place, in that palace. So nobody knows what was happening. And when consultations were done, allegedly, first of all, they told her that she has to drop that title Yeye Like every queen has to have their own title, which is true. But she was supposed to take up that title Yeye as the first queen, as the head queen. So she has to drop it and take her own title, so that whatever it is there, we know that, oh, this is a different face, this is a different person entirely. Do you understand? And secondly, she has to move out of that quarters, because I mean, when allegedly the rituals was done, she took up the the olori Agba title, which is a queen that is here to take care of the palace, to take care of the other women, the leader and all that. She had to take the title, she had to leave that place, because they said that was what triggered the miscarried pregnancy and all that. It's a spiritual warfare. She left the place. So she took in again. They said she went to her mom's place, allegedly. Now, they said she went to her mom's place to nurture the pregnancy. She only came around when it was Olori Ashley's son's child dedication, but that time the pregnancy was still fresh, so she came around to help because as the head queen, she's mandated to be there with Olori Ashley and Prince Ade for Prince Ade's child dedication. Yes, the king will not be there. It's only the head queen that will accompany whoever is going to church. So she had to manage and come. So briefly, she stayed with her and she now left back to her mom's place so that her people can actually take care of her. Now they are saying that her son, God forbid, allegedly, is sick. How? They said it's because of one thing, spiritual thing that, like, and they are now linking it to the fact that she's married to the king. And I don't want to complete the sentence because I don't even want to hear the story. In fact, I didn't even want to share the story, but I had to bring the story because I don't know if you people have heard this one, because I don't understand how another thing would live, because that child, even if she has children in her previous marriage, those children cannot inherit anything from that palace, because I mean those children bears different surname and they've never even stepped foot inside that palace to even start with. So I don't think spiritual things works like that, you know. whatever wants to attack whoever he wants to attack will always be, from that same environment. It will not extend to another person's bloodline. Do you understand? So that's what I know. To not extend to another person's. But anyways, we're still watching, but I don't think. Yes, probably she was married in a. She had, she was married previously. She had a previous marriage, which nobody mentioned. Of course, bloggers will always dig out. Nobody has digged out anything saying Olori was once married. No. But we all know that in her biography, should I say biography? Yes. What we read is that she is from a wealthy home in Kogi State, and she has three elder sisters, two elder sisters, and she worked with an oil oil and gas fame, which she has stopped because of her Olori Agba title as the head queen. She's needed often, like undivided attention, so she resigned from her job. Nobody mentioned about previous marriage, who was previously married, and all that. So I don't know, but I'm just bringing the gist, and I'm just telling you people what little I know about Olori. So, but if the gist is true that her son is ill, allegedly, we pray for his quick recovery. But nobody wishes, even my enemy, I won't wish them that kind of stuff. I mean, whatever happens stays in the palace. I don't think it will extend to any of their children outside, except if they bring them into the palace. That's what I feel. But for now, I just feel like the palace is still calm. Everybody's battling their own issues separately. Once more, Olori was never in the palace, was never seen in the palace, even when Queen Naomi was around. So you all know what I'm trying to say. So thank you so very much for always coming around for viewing my channel. If you've not subscribed to this channel, job, plenty gist. Anyways, I really want to appreciate you all for your wonderful opinions and your comments. I see your comments and I'll reply most of the comments. Thank you so very much. Have a nice day. Bye.